Oracle, Amenti the Awakener. Just dropping in quite quickly. Impromptu sharing with you all. Hope you're enjoying this great energy and shift that we're having. Greetings, sis. I thought I'd just share a little bit. And this is in alignment with what we have been speaking about. And I just wanted to speak to myself in all of you who will be tuning into this video. And I want to say to you, until you are uncomfortable enough with your current situation, until you are truth, you will not. Okay? It will not happen. Because you are the only thing that is stopping you from being able to step into anything, whether it's to heal yourself, whether it's to step into your power, whether it's to, to take a career, whatever it might be. You are the only thing that is stopping you from moving to that next level of your life. And I just wrote a whole blog about this, so I will share it. But what I wanted to share is that even on my journey now, I am connecting with a lot of people who want to do the work, but have so many reasons why they cannot do the work. And I know for a fact the reason why those people are attracted to me is because I also went through the same thing. We can spend a lot of time psychoanalyzing ourselves. Greetings, Sister Sa. We can spend so much time psychoanalyzing ourselves. We can even become addicted to our own limiting beliefs, our own trauma, being in a certain way of thinking and a mindset. We become addicted to that. And so we also subconsciously expect other people to feed into those addictions. And the way that life is set up, it's not going to happen. If you really want to change something, you need to feel so uncomfortable about your experience that you know that there's no way you can live like this. And it's only at that point can you really make change. We will find that, especially with this internet, we'll be looking at videos, we'll be signing up to free courses, we're doing all these things, except for really doing the work. And there is no way that you can bypass it. There's no way that you can bypass this work, because it's about embodiment. It's about how you live. It's about who you truly are. A lot of people think this ascension is about, trying to jump out of your body or become something that you're not. It's about an expansion in your consciousness. It's about shifting from one level of perception to another. A lot of people be asking me about initiations, but I had to learn that an initiation is a shift from one perspective to another, one realm of existence to another, one realm of being to another. Your life is constantly showing you initiations and putting you through initiations. Everything that you go through is an initiation. If you have a breakdown, that is an initiation. If you're meeting something which is challenging, it's an initiation. We want to have all these spiritual initiations, but don't realize that life in itself is an initiation. So what I'm trying to say here is that I see myself in all aspects of you, but I also see my higher self and choose to live from that place. So unless you're willing to do the work, unless you're willing to step off the ledge of knowing and actually move into the space of experience, there is no shift that's going to happen from you. You will remain in exactly the same space, and you'll watch other people, and what you might see is just a shift, or not even a shift. You will see your shadow reflect itself to you. You will see your shadow, the feelings of guilt, the feelings of helplessness, the feelings of unworthiness. Well, those exact emotions, those exact experiences are what's going to help you to start living a more authentic life and start stepping into who it is that you truly are. Guilt, shame, jealousy, all of these things are showing you where your shadow is, like where your triggers are. And you dealing with those shadow elements, those shadow aspects will help you to make that shift into a new perspective of yourself, into another bright vibration of who it is that you are. But until you're willing to do the work, you can expect no change, and this was happening to me, even me as a person. There are certain levels and areas in our lives where we feel blocked, or where we need support and development to grow. Let's say if you were born up in an environment where your mum or your father, they weren't mentally mature enough to give you the things that you needed. You will still need to get those things from other places, from other people. So that's what our relationships are for. That's what our friendships are for us to develop the skills that we may not have been able to develop in our home life, in our childhood lives, and in our foundations. So we learn things through our experiences with others. Some things we learn are good, some things we learn are bad. And so we have to go through the process of really trying to figure out who it is that we are in all of that, okay? And for me, it was like you can be in a space where certain parts of you need building, they need fortifying, they need You need to learn to develop those parts of yourself. So let's say it might be self-confidence. It might be being able to really tap into the value in you, because those were things that were affecting me. I had all of this ability to be able to tap into, you know, divine consciousness and help people shift through their own stuff. But I had feelings of helplessness and hopelessness, which were affecting the way that I was running my business. And when it came to me connecting with other people, I wanted to resolve, you know, the healing in these places. I wanted to be better, but I realized I wasn't ready to invest in myself. I still had limiting beliefs that stopped me from being able to do the work that was necessary. And then I realized that more and more people, they wouldn't turn away from me, but they could see in me that I wasn't ready to do the work. I'm now seeing exactly the same thing. So I realized that our life is always teaching us. It's always teaching us. And until you're ready, really, truly ready to move out of this space of uncomfortability and to move into a space where you can grow and be your true, authentic self, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to shift. Nothing's going to change. You are the source of your evolution. You are the source of your ascension. It's about you becoming better and greater. It's about you growing in awareness and understanding of who it is that you are. It is ultimately nothing else, because everything is you and you are everything. So the work needs to be done. And unless you're willing to move from the current position of where you are, know that nothing is going to change for you. This is just a straightforward message to each and every one of you, that it is really the time to get real. And it doesn't have to be such a hard, laborious process. We are being supported through these shadow realms, these experiences that are coming up. The reason why I'm saying it in such an easy way is because it has become very easy. We just have to learn to detach from our experiences from the personality perspective and look at it from the observer's perspective. You are not the experience. You're not the journey. You are the soul having the journey. So allow yourself to step into that part of you and to that space and become more of who it is that you are. If you need help, there are many people offering help, not because they're just trying to rip you off, some people are, but whatever you experience is based on you and where you're at. But it's because there is great support and assistance for us to do this work right now, so that we can collectively move from the space of existence where we're controlled by our lower self, into the space where we acknowledge that our lowest is our innocence. It's our inner child that has gone through this experience of life and needs to purge itself from all of the lessons and all of the experiences so it can gain what it was meant to learn. Simple. That's it. That's what the ascension is about. And so I've been posting a lot about the purge, because there's a lot of people who are going through this. They're shifting through the fourth dimension. They're shifting through the astral realms. But it's all part of it. We have to clear our energetic body on all different levels in order really to be able to expand in our consciousness, embody our higher senses and gifts. Look at it like this. If we are beings that interact telepathically, we need to be able to build up a connection between each other. We have to be able to trust each other. Just imagine if I'm able to feel the thoughts of everybody around me. If some of those thoughts are dark and demonic, they're going to have an effect on me. If we're working collectively, we have to be working from the one heart, the one mind of the source. And that doesn't mean that we're all the same. It just means that we have to start filtering out some of these programs that make us think that we are separate, filtering out some of these programs which are aligned with things like guilt or shame or jealousy and all of those things, which are tools towards helping us to understand that we are all one, really. But moving to that space of expanded consciousness, we have to clear all of the things that can be harmful to each other. We have to clear out that can be harmful, and we have to learn that we are all connected, that we are all part of the one infinite mind of the Creator and place. We can really, stay connected to each other, read each other's energy, help each other to grow, work together in unity consciousness. This is what needs to take place. And I wrote a post this morning on my Facebook, and it talked about the fact that the ancestors have spoken about, that on this planet, after this shift, there will be a period of time where, the children will never know poverty. The children will never know, all of these kind of lower vibrational experiences, and that is coming. But we are the ones that are doing the work. We have to filter and cleanse and purify, and it's not even just cleansing and purify, it's we have to do the work to learn the lessons of the past cycle of our experience so that we can utilize that to create the next. And that's exactly why we're doing what it is that we're doing right now. So I'm speaking to your higher self. I'm speaking to the part of you that knows. I'm speaking to your soul, and I'm saying it's time to activate. It's time to activate. Energy can be shifted within an instant. A lot of the clients I work with, they see instant transformation. It's not because I have any special magic wand. It's because I understand how this reality works, and I understand how to shift energy and transform it instantly. This is also a gift that you also will have, you know, but we have to do the work. As people want to move to the 5th dimension, but don't realize in between 3 and 5 is 4. What is 4? The 4th dimension is the hidden realms. It is the subtle realms. It is where the formless is created. It's the realm of Amenti. Amenti means the womb. Okay, the womb is the hidden. That is an important realm because that is where everything is created from. But because we haven't given that aspect any consciousness, it's now a realm that's filled with darkness and shadow, as well as the potential for light. And we're seeing that manifest in all of our life. When we look at the Trumps and we look at all of the things that are happening on this planet, it's showing us the underbelly of our consciousness, the darkness within our consciousness that we have chosen to ignore. It's being brought to the light now. When we do this shadow healing, we are healing our fragmented parts of our soul so that we can come together in fullness and in oneness. As above, so below, as within, so without. Okay, so it's all part of the process, and the most powerful tonic that you can have is love. One of the greatest gifts that I've learned on this realm, or even one of the greatest gifts I came in with, is unconditional love. I went through abuse, constant single day. I was mental, spiritual, emotional, physical abuse. I was asking help for those who were around me, living with me, and they could not help me. I had to learn unconditional love. I had to learn that I was not this experience. I had to learn to be able to shift out of the perspective of being embodied to being enlightened, to being able to see myself through these experiences and ask my soul, why is it that we chose this? What is it that we're here to learn ultimately? This is why I have this gift to share with you. Not because I haven't experienced it, but because I've experienced everything. Everything. Okay, so I was just guided to come and share, to help you to understand that everything that we are going through right now is helping us to shift to where it is that we're supposed to be. Everything that's coming up right now in you, that's being triggered in you, is there to teach you, inform you, and to be released. The process of alchemy, inner alchemy, is about being able to transform one energy from one state to another, from sadness to happiness, confusion to understanding. And that's what observing your experiences will allow you to do. Everything that has happened in your life so far has been divinely designed by your soul before you came here. Your consciousness, your personality has to figure out what it was that the soul had put in place and why it manifested all these lessons and these experiences. That's what the soul and the self work is for. So you can remember, put back together, bring back to oneness you, your story, your journey, your purpose, and your connection to everything. This is where it's at. It's not about what happens to you when you die, because that's another experience. It's not about jumping outside of your body. It's about being able to live your highest self within this vessel. Okay? So, I think that that's my download for today. I trust that it has helped. I want to say hello to Chris, hello to Dream Warrior, hello to Angeline and Purple Dream, hello to Chani Taylor, to Kofi Sampney, to Empress Les. I'm going to be in touch with you right after this. And yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. As I said, many people are contacting me about going through this shadow realm, and it's two-pronged for them. There are some people who are going through their internal shadow, manifesting and bringing up things for healing, but there's also people who are actually seeing more shadows, more spirits, more demonic forces around them. We live in London, so you need to know where you live. And why these energies and entities are around. We are being shown nothing new. Everything that we're experiencing has already been here. It's just been hidden from us. And so, as I said, as above, so below, as within, so without. That which we choose to ignore within will express itself externally. So we get to choose now how to manage our energy, and there's an opportunity for us and God in the flesh. All right, so sending you much love of the highest vibrations. I'll probably do an in-depth video on initiations, because people do ask about it a lot. And even on my own journey of spirituality, there were times where I was constantly seeking to be initiated by somebody, and I realized very many times that some of us are just not here for that. And there's a reason why. So I will share that. Have a blessed day. Sending you much love. You've got this. We definitely have all got this.